Hello, you guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for being here. Okay, so today, as you know, we talked the other day about a phone call that was released between Stephan Stearns and his parents. Now, when this call was released, there were a ton of documents released too. There are some interesting things in them. There's also a lot of repetitive stuff. So I want to go through some of that with you. I will also want to clear up some stuff from the documents with you that appears to be something else. Even I thought it was something else. And now I've came full circle to understanding what is really going on. So let me say hello to you. Then we're going to get into it. And yeah, thank you for being here. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, B Crumbs. Hey, Tess. Adrian, good to see you. Hey, Mystery. Hey, Tony. Hey, Grace. Hope your dad is doing well today, Grace. Hey, Jennifer. Been neglecting you and your cruise stuff due to Delphi. Sorry, loves, but I'm making one. No, that's all right. I understand for sure. And thank you for being here. Hey, Natasha. Hey, David. Good to see you. Hey, Elaine, MK, Ava, Michelle. Hey, Neat. Claus, good to see you. Claus also sent me some information. Leilani got a sentencing date. I meant to send that over to myself and I got busy and I didn't. So let's see. I'm going to do that now so we can check that out too in a few minutes. Let's see. Thank you so much, Claus, and I'm looking forward to that. I know Claus may go. Hey, Elena. Sorry. My daughter's account, so I couldn't comment, and it was killing me. Hey, Wolfie Jade, what? Hey, Melly Mel, thank you. Hey, hippie chick, mystery. It is so sad. Okay, so this is interesting. Now, we're going to start here with this text that came out between Maddie and Stephan. Because I did see. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me say too, I got these documents. Lil Red actually got them as well and gave them to me. But first, I already had them because I got them from Grizzly's Patreon. She, I know that they're posted for sale in other places and things like that. Grizzly, B Crumbs, can you link that link you sent me with this post with these documents? Grizzly has them on her public tier. They're completely free. Anybody can download them. It's a public document. So I totally recommend going over there to, get them if you want to get them. She makes it pretty easy. Hey, Grandma Sherry. Hey, Soul. Sorry. I forgot to disconnect something and sorry for the little glitch. But Wolfie, you've been a member for 40 months. No, I like your name. I cannot believe that. It's just so crazy, man. We go way, way back, and I love you so much. Hey, Chicken Lady. Hey, Tell the Truth. Grandma Sherry, Music City Mom. Birthday is in 2 days. Oh, I love you. Hey, Roberta. Okay. Hey, Jen. Oh, you're on your main account. All right. So this is interesting. Now I'm going to show you this on Amazon. This comes from a report from MJ Morris. And they say, on 12/16/23 at midnight, Maddie, I believe it's been redacted, sends a text message to Stephan that contained a photograph of 2 coins. The coins had the inscription of New Parent Decision Coin and appeared to be from Amazon. Blank sends 2 follow-up texts to Stephan stating, "We need this and get it for us, please." Search of Amazon for these coins revealed these coins are for new parents, where one can flip a coin and mother's or father's time to complete a task for a newborn. Due to the fact that this conversation was not near Father's Day or Mother's Day, leads one to believe Blank and Stephan had possibly spoke about conceiving a child. I do believe that Grizzly thinks this is Madeline's name redacted. I do as well, especially because as we continue, they're going through the information taken from her phone. Now, I have to say, this is just their opinion, right? Due to the fact this conversation was not near Mother's or Father's Day, leads one to believe, key words there, because it doesn't mean that's what they were doing. I don't know. I don't know. But there are some other things in her phone I want to go through with you guys. But first, I want to show you these coins. Hey, Lil Red. I went and found your I sent you a message asking for that video because I wanted to play part, but you didn't get back to me. So I did find it, but do you know that it's on a completely different channel than where you had uploaded like the body cams and stuff? All right, so here are these coins. I've zoomed all the way in because it shows my address, over to the side. So new parents' decision coin, baby gifts for mom and dad, funny, new mom gifts for pregnant women, baby shower, Christmas, birthday, Halloween, Thanksgiving, gift for first-time daddy and mommy, double-sided, mommy's turn, daddy's turn. That is what she was talking about. I'm not going to try to put my opinion of what this was about. I think it could have been other things too. It's concerning, but we do know that in December, he moved out. And so June, I believe he moved upstairs of 2023. December, he moved out after Christmas. And then he came back 2 to 3 times by February the 26th. Now, I want to get into more stuff off her phone that is weird and interesting to know. I'm glad that we have it. And then I want to get into something that just isn't true. Like something that it appears in the documents that this is about Stephan, but it isn't. It's pretty confusing the way they do it. So, hold on, you guys. The dog is probably gonna, yep. Sorry, he's drinking water, so I'm thinking the same. I would put it past her. I Googled pregnancy coins today, and it seemed weird to me, but for a child thinking she was in a relationship and the immaturity and trauma, she may have thought they had a Sorry, you guys. Are you going to change it? Because I was going to play the video. I can't find it anywhere else, actually, with just the video. Hey, Cammie. I also believe Maddie thought of him as a boyfriend. Oh, you hadn't seen it, Tess. Oh, Riley, is today your birthday? Happy birthday. Thank you, Lil Red. I know I cut out. I'm sorry. Thank you, Michelle, because he's a crazy dog. Well, he was kind of uncomfortable. I'm not woofy. I got it. In the cage, so I wanted to let him out, and of course he had to go get a drink. So y'all just have to, deal with it. But okay. Now, hey, Nicole B, relaxing in the bushes. I didn't say anything. I knew I was cut out. B crumbs. I don't know why. Like I just stopped because the dog was getting a drink anyways. But okay, so I want to go on through with the phone. I think this could mean, multiple things. So, hey, Jonesin. Now, Maddie's phone. The detailed information about steps in the health application for the iPhone during the time frame between 2:25. This is why I believe the redaction is about Maddie. They are going through the information on her phone. So, at 22:09, so that is 10:09. On the night of the 25th, 9 steps were taken. Now, at 11:19, 31 steps were taken and 1 floor climbed, which matched the time when Jennifer sent Maddie and Stephan upstairs to go to sleep. At 7:05, her phone takes 113 steps. At 7:15, it takes 50 steps. We know at like 7:30, he was at the dumpster dumping her stuff. Okay. Now at 10:55, this is kind of interesting. 10:55, her phone takes 8 steps. This is when Stephan is back at the residence. 2:37 p.m. It takes 54 steps. We know this is when Jen goes to pick her up from school. Now listen to this. Maddie's phone was plugged into charge on 2:25 at 11:38 p.m. I'm getting to something here because I do believe we're going to get into Stephan's phone. We've got a moment where I think something must have occurred. So at 11:38, Maddie's phone plugged into charge. Her phone is unplugged from the charger at 7:04. It is then powered off at 7:16. This pattern of her phone is not typical for her normal day, which shows this activity was not physically done by Maddie. On the and the roommate would have been the only people in the house. And the roommate, per blank statement, she was inside of her bedroom during this time and only saw Stephan while he was doing laundry. So at 10:55, he's at the house trying to clean up. We know this is before he goes to where her body was found. But he's at the house, I guess, trying to clean up, doing laundry, and he turns her phone on for some reason. Okay, so then we get into Stephan's phone. Now, on February 26th, okay, so when I was reading this earlier, I totally read this so wrong. I was thinking this was at 12 at night, and I'm wrong. So his first factory reset, I was like, what happened between 11:30 and 12:15? But now going over it again, I'm totally wrong here. And I'm going to tell you guys, you can jump to some conclusions in these papers, and I'm going to show you how in a moment. In Little Red, we talked about this. You had pointed this out in one of the documents. You're going to be shocked because we were wrong. So, okay, at 12:12 at noon the next day, few minutes after he has her phone, he does a factory reset on his phone. This can only be done by navigating to the settings, tapping general management, swipe, tap reset, tap factory data reset, and then review the information. Once reviewing the information is complete, swipe and tap reset. If there is a password at this time, you would have to enter your password. This shows he could not have accidentally reset his phone, as it has nothing to do with a phone update, as he stated during his previous statements made under oath. Another factory reset was done on his phone at midnight that night. This would be the time frame of his last statements to law enforcement and before he drove his car to St. Cloud. On his phone was over 1,000 images in a file named blank, something short. It's been redacted. In his photographs, most of the photographs are sexually graphic in nature. These images will be described, and we've seen some of that before. I'm not going to go through that, but I will something from that. So these images will be described upon reviewing his Google information. Stephan also searches sevoflurane on 2 different dates. February 12th and the 14th. So not long before this, you guys. What was going on? Remember, his parents said he was very anxious, and that's why I want to play this call again in a second, because he is straight up asked what he was anxious about. Now, sevoflurane is an anesthetic that provides hypnosis, amnesia, analgesia. I cannot say that correctly. It's basically used for surgery and different procedures, and it has to be obtained in a hospital setting. We talked about one time on a True Crime News or a Coffee and Crime, there was a surgeon who had been taking advantage of his babysitter, and he was using this, and she had no memory of it. She actually found it on a camera she installed because she knew something was going on, but she didn't know what. Okay, hold on just 1 second, you guys. Okay, sorry, you guys. Anxious because Maddie possibly preggo, and that is why the unaliving. My heart hurts for Maddie. That's my theory right now. I don't know anything else that makes sense. I know some people are zeroing in on other things, like Maddie had just told him she had a crush. I don't think that that's it. I really think it's more along the lines of that. Now, I've went down other rabbit holes, and I'm going to show you that in a minute, but I don't think that that's it. No, I was trying to say like an analgesic, but the analgesia cannot say it. It's just like my tongue doesn't move that way or something. Okay, that's been my theory, especially after the latest mom and dad coin. I cannot believe that. I don't even know what to think about that. I just don't like. I don't know. It makes me wonder, could there be another reason? Like maybe it's for him and Jen to decide who's going to go pick up Maddie, or, maybe. I don't know. We know what the conclusions they jumped to. And I wouldn't be surprised if he had her convinced something else was going on than what was actually going on. But regardless, he searches this term on 2 different occasions. This information was obtained by Google. It is unknown why Stephan would be searching this item using the search terms of show up in drug test when he wasn't attempting to get a job or he didn't have any children that were having surgery. Now, upon reviewing Blank's cellular phone download, the following was observed. Blank would set an alarm at 7:30 on days that she would bring Blank to school. There were messages between Blank and Stephan on 2/25 starting at 11:39, and we've went through these before. Good night. Stephan says she's built her nest and she's settling in. Okay, so hey, Melissa Jade. I wonder if she wasn't actually, but Mom planted that in his head because she knew he'd snap. I don't know Mayla's mom, but I do know she did miss her period. We know that from interviews between Jen and the police in February. She didn't buy any supplies, and Jen was and the police seemed to be under the belief that she did as well. That doesn't mean anything necessarily, right? But that's kind of where my theory comes from. But I don't want to say this is the truth, this is what's happening, when we just don't know. Until we see the trial, until the trial happens, we're not going to know the facts. That's the whole point of waiting for a trial. Just him saying built her nest makes me sick. I don't like it either. Hey, the Net Sleuth Booth. Chopper. One is in February and one is in the May, I think. I'll have to double check that. Analgesic. Yeah, I know how to say that, but I know, but it was with an IA at the end. So is it the SIA? I don't know. My tongue has trouble making that sound. Hey, why are you growling? Lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Okay. Sorry, you guys. Definitely not far from possible with the sick shit he was doing to her. So although a theory, I find it very plausible. Unfortunately, me too, Natasha. I just want to be clear that it is a theory. You know what I mean? Okay, now we got more to look at. Hold on. There's a puppy outside. Hey, Nanya. Good to see you. All right. So These messages confirm what Blank stated during interviews, that Stephan and Maddie were alone in his bedroom prior to her death the following morning. On 2/25, Blank set her cellular phone on a wireless charger we know this is Jen, at 11:54 p.m. She set the alarm to go off at 9. However, it wasn't removed from the charger until 9:19 after it had been the sleep, like when your alarm goes off and you press like the snooze button. She snoozed it a couple times. There were several other messages between her and Stephan regarding Blank sleeping in the same room together. I want to see those. There was also text messages between Stephan and Blank claiming Stephan gave Maddie an extra dose of medication when it was not necessary. Now, they're going to list videos and images of high interest. I'm not going to read through them. They're so graphic and I just don't want to. You guys can find this document, like I said, on Grizzly's Patreon, and I will link it again at the end. I'll go back and put it in the description for people watching the replay, and just download the document and take a look yourself. But there is one that I want to read, just the top one, because it goes into, and she has a birthmark near her bottom that was used to identify her in several pictures that she couldn't otherwise be identified because they're so zoomed in. He's truly the sickest of the sick. I can't say it any other way. He's just disgusting. That's why I put that picture of him in the thumbnail. You see the picture of him with the shirt off and the boobies, the man boobs. Yeah, because he deserves to be humiliated. I despise him. I know that's probably like unhealthy and toxic of me, but it is what it is. I just can't. So I feel like I'm kind of getting back at him a little bit. So we've talked about this before, but I just want to show you, because I've mentioned it and didn't have it in front of me to show you exactly what was on here. So there was a video file depicting a prepubescent female resembling Maddie, who would have been 8 years and 4 months old. 8 years and 4 months old is how long this shit had been going on. She's laying next to Stephan in a bed watching cartoons on the television. Stephan is asking Blank to put his penis in her mouth for 3 seconds as he counts. Stephan states Blank would not be able to play with a phone unless she did it. So maybe eventually it turned into, I don't know, convincing her that something else was going on. Because in this phone call, you're going to hear him blame her. Sorry, I know I cut out. I guess because it's cloudy. I don't really know what's going on, but I apologize, you guys. But I guess he's like, I don't know. There's no way you can blame her for this. Even if you convinced her that she was in a relationship, that she was willing, that she liked you, that she cared about you, whatever. I don't care. That is grooming, okay? And we don't blame the people who have been groomed for how they feel and act and what they think when they're groomed, when they've been groomed. I'm sorry. But this didn't start as that. This started as a little innocent baby that just wanted to damn play on the phone or watch her cartoons. And she was being threatened. And I don't know. He is such a twisted monster, the net sleuth Booth. And Maddie was so tiny when she was 8 years old. There were definitely signs on her body at that age. And yet his parents read about that at 8 years old and can still support him and call him sweetie. I will never understand it. He began to tell the cop about her birthmark when they were in that office. I wonder if that is the birthmark. Bombshell. Wow. Which interview is that in? The video interview? Because, yeah, I'm going to Let me just switch over to the coin for a second. So another file, she's approximately 11 and appears to be sleeping while he does his sick shit. I'm not going to describe that. Then she's 11 years, 5 months old. Again, appears to be sleeping. 11 years, 5 months, appears to be sleeping. Her identity is confirmed by a small birthmark that is right above her anus. And that's all I'll say. I won't. This mark is seen in several photographs. So, yeah. So it's hard and sad to read that stuff, you know. Oh God, hold on. Okay, I didn't want to share that part of the document. I mean, not reading it out loud, but okay. So there were hundreds of other images containing blank within Stephan's Google account, with most of them depicting sexual activity. A copy of his Google account was submitted into evidence. Now, I believe this is going to come up multiple, in both trials. I don't see how you can get around all of this at the murder trial. I really don't, but because it could be motive, or it just explains, I don't know. I just don't see how you can get around it. Okay. Now, this was kind of interesting. On March 13th, the detective and I respond to Hickory Tree Road, where we contacted this woman. We'll call her S. I mean, her name's out there, but I'm not going to blast it over and over. The Kissimmee Police Department received a tip about this case that mentioned her, who possibly had information regarding blank. I asked S if she could provide me with some insight on blank's family. She stated she's known the family for 2 years, which would put Maddie around 11 years old. She would go hiking with Jen and Maddie in the area of Lake Lizzie. Sylvan, or S, stated Jen started dating Stephan and she didn't think very highly of him because he didn't have a job. And all he would spend most of his time painting figurines. I asked who would come to this area to visit when we went hiking. She stated I don't know what's making me cut out, you guys. Stephan would never go hiking with them, and she didn't think very highly of him. And I want to say something there, just keep in mind there are a lot of moms who don't know that this is going on. You know what I mean? Please keep that in mind, because I've gotten a lot of comments from people whose moms didn't know. Hey, Mrs. O. So I just want to keep that in mind, because I think it's hurtful to them when we don't. Based on the comments that I've received about that. And I'm not saying anything about this situation when I say that. I'm just saying we have to remember that and keep that in mind. Hey, cutie pie. That 8-year-old was probably screaming for affection, and at the time, whilst Jen spent sleeping, a predator took over. After hearing lots of these docs read, I'm catching some of the lies Jen told in her questioning. He was talking about a beauty mark she had on her face, Angelica says. Okay. Okie, thank you for being a member for 8 months. Stopping by to show some love. All right, now, I want to show you how I kind of spun out with these documents, and if you do read them, something to keep in mind. Now, I'm going to go to page... Let me go over here for a second while I just switch the page to 430. This is weird. I don't know why they've done this, but they have. Okay. So these are property forms and evidence forms. Okay. You're going to notice, and I want you to pay attention, if you read these documents especially, or if you watch anybody who's talking about it, this case ends with 9-6. If it doesn't, what the heck? Hold on, you guys. What did I do? How did we get to Amazon all of a sudden on another window? If it doesn't end with 9-6, it's not about this case. And for some reason, shit from other cases is in this file. It just is. And I don't know why, and I can't make sense of it, but I'm going to show you. So here are buckle or buccal. I've seen people pronounce it differently. I've seen doctors pronounce it differently. Cheek swabs from Stephan Stearns. Penile swabs. A blue shirt, a zip-up jacket, khaki pants, brown belt, which we know he had on other clothes. He tried to lie and say he didn't, but he did. Black watch, brown sandals. Okay. Again, it ends with 9-6. We have the 9mm pistol, a magazine, 13 live rounds from a 9mm, a red shirt, a holster, a white flat sheet from the closet, a white flat sheet from the bed, a white pillowcase from the bed, a white fitted sheet from the bed, black boots from dreaded room number 4, and a gray comforter from the downstairs bedroom. Hold on. Come here, Rainbow. Nope, come here. Well, huff and puff all you want, buddy. He sasses me if he don't get his way. He will huff at me several times. Okay, so again, 9-6, we have a white flat sheet from the downstairs, a fitted sheet from downstairs, an orange bottle of masturbation cream from backpack in bedroom number 4, 3 prescription medications belonging to Maddie, a strawberry Snuggie, black underwear, black shorts, a fitted sheet, laundry, notebook, gray blankets, comforters, more flat sheets, more underwear, a phone tripod, and an HP desktop tower. Now we have, hold on, because I want to show you. Evidence checkout. Little Red sent this to me, and I was shocked. I was like, maybe this is why he's freaking anxious, okay? So you'll at 21 grams, but hold on, that's not it. We also have crushed blue pill, cannabis, white powdery substance, major case prints from Stephan. I'm so sorry, you guys. I got booted on my own live, but If the case number doesn't end in 96, those are just the evidence logs from other cases. This sent me down a rabbit hole thinking, oh my God, this is why he's anxious. He was using so much drugs, powder, crushed pills, 21 grams of marijuana. Like that's almost an ounce. What the hell? But it's not. This is not. It's just the evidence log. It's got all kinds of different cases. If it's not 1896, it is not relevant. Now, all of these things are relevant, okay, on 1896. The latent lift cards, the buccal swabs, penile swabs, fingernail clippings, neck swabs, oral swabs. But then when we get down here, that's 2 different cases, 3 different cases with the marijuana. And then on this one, we have a bunch of different cases. And like I said, this package with white powdery substance is why we have to look further than just 96, because this case is 1896 and that one's 2096. So just know it's not this case. And yeah, it's confusing. All of them with the red cross beside of it are a different case. Me too. I was thinking, what the hell? Me too, Lil Red. And it wasn't until I was listening to Grizzly and she was like, man, you can go down some rabbit holes with this case, with these documents, because you might not notice that they've got stuff about other cases in there. And I'm like, huh? And I came back and I went and looked, and yeah, so thank you, Ellie. Got to give it to Grizzly because she's the one who helped me find it. But again, or she's the one who found it. And that's how I came back and realized what was going on. So I got to throw my whole entire theory away that's why maybe he was anxious. Now I'm back to, I don't know. We do have prints lifted from the Lincoln. And there's, I don't see a whole bunch of new stuff in these documents. I got to keep looking. I did see another person, because remember, we have the person who saw Stephan there and called after the press conference. I also saw another person who submitted a tip or was calling about that reached out to police. Okay, this is a sexual assault missing to homicide case. Osceola County has an open case under these case numbers. All swabs and fingernail clippings from blank are to be compared to Stephan Stern's buccal and swab of penis. The 7 latent cards were collected from the car he used to transport her body to the dump site. Now, it's very likely they're going to find her DNA on his private parts because he didn't shower. I don't believe he showered. We know he changed his clothes a couple times, but I don't think he showered. They should have redacted that stuff out, Lil Red, because it's really confusing. Oh, Mrs. O, thank you for being a member for 12 months. My first anniversary. Happy anniversary. Now, with my internet being weird today, I don't know if this is going to work. But let's see. I want to pull this call up again after we've looked at this. So this is Little Red's channel. I'm going to drop in the chat. She's been putting videos over here. So people don't have to pay to get some of these interviews and different phone calls and things like that. So I'm going to drop it in the chat and we're going to take a listen over there to this call. I actually don't know anywhere else that has just the call. I was looking that has just the call. Oh, Grandma Sherry, thank you for being a member for 6 months. Hey, Meg. Okay.
Press 1 for English. Oprima el 2.
We're going to skip ahead just a minute.
Of America.
Now, after everything we looked at, and with, I just want to hear this again.
United States of America.
Oh, God.
You have
sick.
Code,
Prefix,
prefix,
United
and number.
States of America. Anything. He could say anything. It's like, when you really dislike somebody, it doesn't really matter what they do. You just, you dislike them. Some people call it like the eating crackers, like they could eat a cracker wrong, but to me, it could be anything. The way they walk, the way they talk, their stupid ass shoes. It don't matter. If it's connected to this person that I dislike on that level, everything I dislike. Even hearing him say USA makes me feel ill. I know. Me too. She does have a channel, Michelle. And yeah, I think she's going to be using it to upload a lot of these different case things that she requests, videos, interviews, stuff like that. So, like, look at him with his stupid ass shoes, or you know what I mean. Look at him with that dumbass hair on his head and his face. I don't know. Anything and everything connected to MFer sucks. Look at his crusty beard. MK, thank you for being a member too, but thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Thank you guys. All right. Ooh, from sunny South Africa. Hey, Marie Van Wyck. His voice goes right through me too. All right. Stupid ass haircut. Yes. Oh my God, that picture of him in the thumbnail though, I will say when I scheduled this I kept it the same about his secrets because this document is nothing but telling all of his secrets, including what's in his phone, when he factory reset it, all of that, including these texts with him and Maddie, which I want to see the other text. I want to see the other text with Jen. I'm really curious what is going on with him and Maddie and their messages, and then what is going on with him and Jen. It referenced other messages about them sleeping in the same room. So what did they say about that? It's nothing but his secrets. But when I first set this, I thought, that's why I put "and why so anxious." I need to change that. I thought that those drugs were confiscated from him. It wasn't until going back through and trying to listen to everything that I realized, no.
To make an international call, please enter 011, the country code, for each additional minute, excluding time.
This will be a better audio than what we got.
To refuse this call,
it's just straight.
Where the hell you been?
Maybe.
I've been trying to call. They've had us on lockdown so often. Every time I've asked them, we've been on a code 5 lockdown. Okay. Which means I've been unable to call. I've been trying to call all weekend, too.
Bullshit. Well,
So you've been on lockdown all this time? Off and on, yes. On the days that I've asked, we've happened to be on lockdown, which means either an incident has happened or they're just so understaffed that they have to.
We're just going to try to listen to this quickly, and I want to talk about Leilani for a minute at the end.
Lock everyone down.
I'm not going to interrupt a lot.
Probably more to do with the staffing. Okay. How you been? Well, had the world's shittiest birthday present, so. Yeah. And then you didn't call, so I'm assuming because of changes that they prevented you from calling? No, they were actually moving me around a lot, shuffling back and forth, so I was having to get my phone privileges. No, on lockdown, so no one was able to do anything. Were you expecting these charges? No.
Were you expecting these charges? He said, no.
The murder charge.
Remember, it's a dick punch.
Okay, so you got blindsided by that. Yeah. Obviously, it's not true. I never would have wanted her gone for any reason, so, premeditated.
I never would have wanted her gone for any reason. It's that comment there and one other one that I wanted to touch on. But I never would have wanted her gone for any reason. Well, that doesn't make any freaking sense. But
First degree is kind of a dick punch. Yeah. No, I was wondering if you had any updates or anything. Nope, we haven't heard a thing. Just, speculation that she's been
hiding
put in an institution and hiding in an institution.
at her lawyer's request.
They think that Jen is hiding in an institution. Now, remember, he also says they're trying to scare him into pleading, inflating everything up as high as they can. Okay.
So, yeah, it's basically, obviously this confirms that they're artificially inflating everything up as high as they can possibly do it.
Okay.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
So I don't know
What'll
what,
stick.
Mom, how dare you? Look, I get supporting him to a degree because it's your kid, but don't sit there and help him spin out in the damn delusions. Don't sit there and make excuses for him. They're not inflating everything as high as possible. Are you kidding me? That makes no sense. They charge you they charge for things that they can prove in court at trial. Don't play into that. It's so disappointing, but that's not it. I want to hear this part with y'all again.
what the plan is there. If they're just trying to scare me into pleading down, or I don't know.
They charged him super high so they could scare him into pleading down. I didn't hear that on the first time, that on the first version of this we heard, I guess, because it wasn't the straight file. They're not oh God, just okay. Yeah, nope. You don't want to answer their questions, but now you need their money. Exactly, Lisa. Lockdown BS. You are 100% right. He they're not keeping him from talking to his parents because of his charges or anything like that. Like, that's been spun out. Those narratives have been spun out here. He's ashamed and embarrassed and doesn't want to answer their questions, but he needs some help, period, in my opinion. Hey, Stars Align. All right.
No, they're not.
Okay.
They're just trying to hurt me as much as possible.
Okay, now we're going to hear about that Saturday night, his anxiety.
Are you able to share the Saturday night before you left for Kissimmee? You were pretty upset about something. Did it have to do anything with Kissimmee and the events that took place the next couple of days?
No.
No? So you weren't upset. It's interesting the way Dad puts it, too. Let me go back and hear that again, actually, because I'm just thinking about
the night before you left for Kissimmee. You were pretty upset about something.
Pretty upset about something. Wow, because before we had heard that he seemed like extra anxious, and he was asking for nerve medication, but I don't guess I had thought that he was necessarily upset. So he was upset before he left. Huh. Okay.
Did it have to do anything with Kissimmee and the events that took place the next couple of days?
No.
Okay.
No, I was just stressed out about money and job and everything like that.
Stressed out about money and a job and everything like that. It just makes me wonder, what were you actually stressed about? Why would you need money? And I'm not saying, but just in my opinion, let's just put it out there that what if there was some sort of pregnancy or something that they were hiding? I guess that would make you think about needing a job and money, but that's just complete speculation. I don't know. We don't know. All we know is what we've heard in the interviews and in the documents. It appears that a period was missed, and that's that.
Some woman got on a YouTube thing and said that you weren't even at the party.
Party?
Yeah, her birthday party.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. I went up there Sunday evening and got there after I was there. They were very happy that the three of us were together. It was shaping up to be a great week and a great visit. There's no reason for anything.
It was shaping up to be a great
Yeah,
week.
it happened. That happened.
Is there some explanation of I came up Wednesday morning, met you at the hotel early in the morning, and is there some explanation why you left and went where you went?
I was driving around.
Okay, understood you were driving around, but they know.
Yeah, well, I just felt like I needed an ally there.
Well, I wish you had come to me and talked to me about some stuff, and maybe we could have helped you out in some way, giving.
Wish we could have helped you out in some way. And I certainly understand circumstances, what was later discovered. Obviously, we couldn't help you any further than what had already taken place. So the most logical thing would be to have you face up to it and have a conversation with the appropriate authorities or attorney or something, but be that the name. I didn't hear that part. I didn't hear all of that either during the first time that we listened to this. Now, hold on. Wish there was a way. They talk about, it's quite sad if you haven't heard this call. I'm going to drop the link again. They do talk about he's at least going to spend 40 years in jail, and they won't be there when he gets out. Now, this is the last part I'm going to play before we get into Leilani. I'm going to keep going through the documents. You guys, if you find anything in them, I'd be really curious if you find anything new to know what it was. But, okay. His parents want to know, how did this happen? How did you get here? We want to understand the situation. And this is what he says.
Better understand the situation because we're at a loss for understanding how all this came about. I mean, we're just totally baffled.
Well, I didn't start it.
What?
You didn't start it, but you participated in it, which is just as bad as not starting it, but that's for another day. Again, I don't know if
details or anything.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you. Well, I didn't start it. You didn't start it, but you participated in it. What do you mean you didn't start it? Every time? Don't give me that shit. I cannot believe. I'm glad his dad stood up to him like that, but I wish he would have called him on it. Like, you didn't start it which time? The time when she was 8 years old and just trying to play on the phone and watch some cartoons, and you wouldn't let her unless she did what you told her? Or now, when she potentially might think you're a boyfriend or something? Who cares if you didn't start it? You can't consent if you're 13, if you're 12, if you're 11, if you're 10, if you're 9, if you're 8. Because, yeah, it was happening to her through all of those ages. But I don't care if you're 16. I didn't start it as no excuse. If you are not a big enough man to say no to a child who potentially would be coming on to you, I don't even know if that's what happened or what he means, but let's just say, if you can't say no, then that's a you problem. There's something wrong with you.
I mean, if you like schedule a visit with me or something, maybe.
we're totally baffled.
Well, I didn't start it.
Well, you didn't start it, but you participated in it, which is just as bad as not starting it, but that's for another day. Again, I don't know if
details or anything. I mean, if you like schedule a visit with me or
Whatever.
something.
I'm going to drop the link to the call one more time if you guys want to take a listen. Also, again, as soon as this is over, I'm going to put the link to the documents in the description. Shelly says, I think he is saying Jen was involved somehow. Well, there's been no evidence to show that. If there is, then maybe, I don't know. That's not really how I took it, but it's certainly possible. I have to say, I'm really appreciating this spicy ally speaking her true opinions. Oh, I'm just exhausted, you guys, really. And this, I don't know, it's just another next level fucking disgusting. A lot of times I'll try to like keep my mouth. I'll try not to use certain language or get too much of an attitude because these are all, any case, it's always important. There's always a victim. There's always family of these victims out there that could watch your video, and they do. Oftentimes they do. Even if a video has very little views, a lot of times a family member or a friend has still seen it because they're watching all this stuff about it. I've had videos, that didn't really make it out to a lot of people that have gotten comments from family members years later. I've just recently had a comment on a video about this missing woman that I talked about who's never been found, and it was her daughter. So I try to keep that in mind, and I'll try to but at this point I'm exhausted and I can't give any more effort into all of that right now. He's got me so frustrated and so just so unless he's implying Jen started it, but I think that's what what a few of you guys think, but how does that make sense? I don't know. I'm extra spicy lately too. I love to see it. We're all just fed the fuck up. Nope. The video of what he made her do to use the phone while she was trying to watch her cartoons at 8 fucking years old proves 1000% that he did start it, and it was not her at all. Harlot, yes, I completely agree. That's why I wanted to point that out, because no matter what it spun into, even if she believed that she cared about him, loved him, I don't know what this is about, right? Let's go back. Before we switch over, I want to talk about Leilani and her sentencing in a second. But before we get over to that, let me come right back to this that we talked about in the beginning, in case you missed it, in case you came in late. I don't know what this could be about. I don't. I can guess and make assumptions, but I just simply don't know for sure. But on December 16th, right after midnight, which, remember, police ask him, is it normal for you to talk to her so late? Doesn't she have a bedtime for school? She sends a text message to him with a photograph of 2 coins. The coins had the inscription of New Parent Decision Coin and appeared to be from Amazon. She sends 2 follow-up texts saying, we need this and get it for us, please. A search of Amazon revealed these are coins for new parents who can flip to decide if it's mom or dad's time to change a diaper or something. Due to the fact that this conversation was not near Father's Day or Mother's Day, leads one to believe, keywords, that they had possibly spoke about conceiving a child. Possibly, another keyword. So they also don't know for certain, but I don't know what that's about. It's, but I don't give a shit. I don't care if they had. I don't care if Maddie thought she was in love with this freak at this point. I don't care if they did talk about potentially having a baby together one day. The fact that it started when she was 8 years old just trying to watch some damn cartoons shows everything that's bullshit. And even if it wasn't bullshit, even if she did start every single bit of it, still not an excuse to me. I don't care. Don't care. Do not give a damn. Natasha, I enjoyed her little spice too. Claus says, very understandable for you to feel that. I feel that too about all these pieces of shits. He couldn't help it. Maddie came on to him and he was frustrated because Jen wasn't putting out. Yeah, exactly. And Jen seems to think that's the excuse for that too. So just the way it appears to me, because as soon as she got the pictures, saw the pictures of what was happening, she tells his dad, we weren't sleeping together anymore. December of 2023, Miss Upper Thigh. And remember, okay, so he moved upstairs in the summer. I think it was June or July. I want to say June. It could be July of 2023. He moved out of the house at the end of the year. So right around this time of this message or right after. For whatever reason. I don't know exactly what Jen was thinking, why she wanted him there and why she didn't. I don't know I don't know. But we have January and February. She only lives 3.5 weeks into February, so 7.5 weeks. He comes over 2 to 3 times. So just for timeline's sake, there's that information. All right, so let's switch gears for a second. Actually, okay. I dropped Little Red's video. I'm going to drop her link just one more time to this specific video if you guys want to hear it again. Probably if you have headphones and just listen to the video without me, you might be able to hear some more. Then I'm going to... Is Grizzly in the Nightbot? I thought so, but I can't remember. Because she realized it was turning into a Woody Allen situation at that point. Yes, she is. You guys can get the link for her Patreon over there, and this document is publicly posted, or come back right after the live and it'll be in the description. Because now we're going to switch gears. Wait 1 second. Hey, West Virginia Mountain Mama. I bet all of that comes out at trial. I can't wait for the trial. Oh, Elaine, thank you. Allie, you need to know your honesty and your cutting out the BS is exactly what victims need to hear. That groomer is not your boyfriend. Oh, thank you, Elaine. I appreciate that so much. Jody says, I'm watching from the beginning, but maybe the reason they haven't charged him for double homicide is maybe because if she was pregnant, she was only a few weeks, but not more than that. I don't know. Okay, so let me see. I hope Jody sticks around. I was going to put it in the chat because I do want to address that, and then we're going to switch. But yes, in the state of Florida, if it wasn't viable, it doesn't count as, that's the way I understand it. Sleuthy Goosey was in here. She had done some research on that. She said he wouldn't be charged if it wasn't viable, if it was a very early pregnancy. Now, that's just coming from her. I trust her, but I don't, I think that she seems like she knows what she's talking about with a lot of these cases and does a lot of research. So for that reason, I trust her opinion, but I don't know for 100% that that's the facts. It's something I need to research myself. But I think you're totally right, Jody, that it's something, if she was, there may not be a charge because of something like that. And then my 3 sons says, I am also a victim of SA. I was 5 years old and I thought he was my boyfriend. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, my 3 sons. I just cannot even imagine from that perspective, because I had older brothers, and when I was 4, I had the biggest crush on my brother's teenage friend. I probably would have taken him as a boyfriend at that time too. And yeah, I'm just so sorry. It's a way that they take advantage of and manipulate these young girls, Okay. So now let's go over here. Oh no. What did I just do? Hold up. I got rid of a link. I wanted to show you guys a little video. My bad. According to online court records, Leilani's sentencing hearing is set for November 21st at 10:30 a.m. This comes from local news reporter Shay Schrader. And then we have this article. I didn't find it. Claus sent this to me, so thank you, Claus, so much. Leilani says sentencing hearing set for Leilani Simon. A sentencing hearing has been set for the Chatham County mother who's convicted of killing her young son, Quentin Simon, and throwing him in a dumpster. She is expected to appear before the judge on November 21st at 10:30 a.m. She faces life in prison. So is that it? Is it life? I'm curious with the parole, without parole. What do you guys think she will get? And that's it with this. I thought there was a video from the local news on it, but I can't find it. So we'll just leave it there. I'll chat with you guys for a minute, and then I'm going to let you go. I cannot wait. November 21st isn't far. 3 weeks from now. Today's the 29th. Yeah, 3 weeks and 2 days. So hopefully she gets life without parole. I pray she gets life without parole too, Miss Upperthigh. Luna told me she has a boyfriend and his name is Ryder. I gave her a talk about being too young for a boyfriend. Turns out it's Ryder from Paw Patrol. Oh, she's so precious, Music City Mom. Amber. So I talked to her a couple times. I actually talked to her just a little bit ago. She said she was going to stop by, but they were going trick-or-treating. And she's doing really good. She's home, and I think she's just adjusting back to life with 2 babies instead of 1. But yeah, she's doing good. She was in chat. Let me drop her link. Claus's birthday is 2 days after this, so hopefully you get a good birthday present. I'm going to drop a couple of other links. Melissa will be going live tonight. I don't know. Jen, when's your next live? When's your... Come on. Why is my thing not working? There we go. Bendy. Oh, your birthday's 2 days before then, Jody. Trick-or-treating. It's not even Halloween yet. Georgia, we already did our Halloween stuff too here. No, Jensen was here. Oh, shit. I don't think I spelled that right. Nope. Oh, Alana, thank you. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate that. Oh, Mac, I've missed you too. Good to see you. I took a lot, I don't know, man. Some days I was saying this earlier to somebody, but sometimes it's hard enough to get through the day. I'm not going to cry. Not even going to get into why it might be hard. But if people in here are grieving, or if you just have anxiety, depression, you might understand that. If you have busy life, busy kids, sometimes for me, especially right now, this specific exact time of year, it can just be hard to get through the day. So that's the goal, to get through the day and make sure the kids are taken care of and all that kind of stuff. And everything else is an extra bonus after that. Yeah, I missed you guys too. Oh, thank you. I love you back. I got to say something. So I see comments sometimes where people are like, the love word is thrown around too much. And I know it is. It is. But for me, I mean it. Like, for one, I think I have like a level of love for most human beings, especially you guys. And we're together all the time. Like, I feel like we begin to really know each other and care about each other, depend on each other. We're to get our minds, when we want to get away from our regular life or whatever. So I have so much love for you guys, and it is 100% genuine. And maybe some people just don't love that easily, don't look at life like that. And it is hard to understand how you could say that or feel that way. But for me, it's just the truth. That's just the way I feel. So it's not like I love you guys more than I love, or at all on the same level as I love my family or my kids or a significant other or anything like that. Like, duh. But it's still love. It's just, its own kind. And it's such a, I don't know, it's a special relationship we have with each other and I have with you guys. I can't believe I've been on here as long as I have. And some of you have been on here with me. Like Woofy, her thing earlier, 40 freaking months. Like, bruh, that's insane. It's just so cool. So I guess that means it'll be 4 years since I've been streaming this like January. 4 years. Wow. Crazy. Yes, Trulia. We better be close. We're pretty close. Dee says HOA. I'm Mean Girls. Oh, let me drop Dee. Please check out the channels we drop. I drop because they're always awesome channels. It is a special appreciation for one another. Like Melissa last night. Oh my God, which don't get me wrong. I'm exceptionally close to Melissa Woofy. Some of you guys, B Crumbs, Tess, we talk a lot behind the scenes too, but even if I wasn't, the laughs I get out of her and Tess too. And last night, oh my God, that Wade, she was live about Wade Wilson and showing like posts in the group and like the AI generated pictures they've made. And these women are just obsessed with him. It's freaking unreal. But I just get so much joy. You guys bring me so much joy. And I do love and appreciate you. Thank you for everything. That was so funny. Hey, Kathy. Yes, exactly. I love you guys. And what if nobody hears that throughout the day or week except for here? It's so true. Thank you, Sunday. All right, you guys. It upsets me not to see my chat friends every day. So, Jen, Lou, and Allie, is it a proffer Harley situation with Jen Soto? No, but she did sign an agreement that it was just for that one specific interview. And now I can't even remember the exact what kind of agreement it was, but it has a name for it. Maybe Jen's in here and knows. But anyways, it was just for that one specific interview. Anything that she said, even if it was, let's say, correcting a lie from previous statements, and now they know that you've lied, any information they gain from that interview, they cannot use against her. But that's it. Like, they could arrest her with information they gathered off her phone. Let's say there was a picture of her in some of these photos with Stephan and Maddie. Well, they could use that to arrest her, and any other way they could gather evidence. It's just specifically only for that one interview. We love you, Allie. I see things the same way. People think I'm weird. I'm okay with that. I love that. Sandra, May 2021. Cray. All right, you guys. Limited immunity, derivative use immunity. That was the word, Lisa. Thank you. Those wives make the love we feel for strangers on YouTube seem very normal. Yes, they do. They make all my weird habits and all the shit that I do that is cringy and embarrassing seem normal. I was there for the live, just couldn't chat. Oh my God. The laughs are the difference that get me through the week. Absolutely. You guys, that's the whole reason I came to YouTube, and not even for my channel, just watching videos, because after I had Bentley, I was new to recovery and trying to abstain from any substances, right? And all my old friends were still either addicts or dead. A lot of them are dead because that's the life you live when you live in addiction for over a decade. But I just didn't have anybody, and I wanted a place to watch makeup videos and eventually true crime and whatever. That's the whole reason I came to YouTube. Not for my channel, just to watch the videos. But that evolved into what it is now. And I've made some amazing freaking friendships on here, like friendships I truly believe will last forever. Maybe some people don't understand that, and maybe, everybody's different, and it is what it is, Sorry you don't. If you don't understand it, I'm sorry. I feel for you because there are true real relationships that can be made here. That all of this shit is kind of petty and silly, and those still stand. So she was cracking me up too. I love you being here, Alana. Wait, oh my God, that crazy Wade wife followed me on TikTok today. No way. I should come up with you guys one night and talk about it because I have so many thoughts and questions, especially like regarding Bunny in that situation. But they are, Darlene. All right, you guys, I'm going to go eat. Little Red. Thank you for being here. Oh, David, you're a really cool dude. Thank you guys for everything. It is a special community, and I just appreciate you guys. Thank you. I love feeling a sense of community here. Oh, Sunday Doodles. I agree. Now I'm all right with being an awkward nerve, but I'm going to let you go. But I love this comment. Jessie Lynn says, geez, I finally caught alive. Love you, girl. You're the literal best. We have similar hearts. Hi, Jessie. Nice to meet you. And thank you for being here. And I'm glad you caught alive. And I love your picture. It's super cute. And I hope that you'll be back. Hope you guys have a good night. I'll see you over at Melissa's. If Bendy's on tonight, I will share her link. I'll let Amber know you guys ask about her and we're thinking about her. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good night. And thanks for helping me get through my day and my night and all that stuff. Because, yeah, sometimes, like I said, sometimes it's it's difficult enough to just get through the day. So anyways, I'm going to let you go. Not going to cry. I'm trying. See, I'm a crazy ass mess. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. It's a damn shit show, but you know what? We're in it together. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, I'm going to go because this has been the definite 20-minute goodbye. I'm just going to end it. Bye. Bye. Oh, shit. I didn't mess it up. Okay, for real. Oh, my God. For real, bye. Is it going to end? No. Oh, my God.